Are you confident that these guys have seen enough that they'll be able to withstand, the intensity you'll find out there and the full house and all? I mean, you guys have been around a lot.
Yeah, I mean, our approach is the same every time we wrestle. We wrestle in front of big crowds. Most of the time, there are fans, but noise is noise. It's just you got to be focused on what you want, but yeah, we're excited. I think this week will be a fun match. Iowa has a great program and a great fan base, and but yeah, it's not really something that we're not really dwelling on anything. I mean, we want to win like every other match, but it is just another match, and we want to be in there and have fun and be the best we can be and score some points.
Do you think that win or lose at 125, that Nick will still be able to set the tone for what you want to, for the rest of the night, as far as intensity and matching?
Well, every wrestler has to make up their mind how they're going to compete, regardless of what happens before them. But we love Nick as a leadoff guy. He's incredibly consistent, and he's intense, and he's gonna battle and compete hard, and you don't have to worry about that in any way. But I think it's the responsibility of each and every kid that steps out there. They've got to be in their own bubble, their own eye of the hurricane, or however you want to say it, and just like any other time, the national tournament, if the guy in front of you wrestles well or doesn't wrestle well, you gotta go take care of business yourself. So yeah, I think just each guy being ready. That's kind of the way we focus all the time.
What does the Penn State Iowa matchup mean to the wrestling atmosphere and just the whole sport in general?
Well, I think just based on attendance figures, we're the top two teams as far as following. That's not to slight anybody or say, that's just purely numbers. So anytime you have something like that, it's going to be a big matchup. If it's here, BJC, it's selling out. You put it in the football stadium. I don't know if that's going to sell out, but you're going to get a big crowd, and I think it's the same with us going in there. Oklahoma State's in that same category, Ohio State. There's a lot of great teams. But I think that recent history, these dual meets never really failed to entertain, so it's going to be a great match. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of energy, a lot of passion and fire, from their team and from our team. So it's going to draw a great crowd. It'll be a great event for the Big Ten Network to put on live, which they're doing, obviously. So we're looking forward to it.
There's a 1 versus 2s, a couple of 1 versus 3s, 5 versus 8. Is it just, obviously it's just great for the sport itself, aside from that match?
Well, I think that, that's going to happen when you have, two top teams battle. You're going to have individuals that are, both title contenders in there, and that gives your guys a chance to really step up in a big-time event and do their thing. I think that should be something that's exciting for them and exciting for us. Because it's very, very similar to the way it's going to be at the national tournament. The energy in St. Louis. So it's great practice for that. Iowa's crowd's great practice for that. Our crowds are all great for that. But yeah, if you want to be a national champion, you got to beat everyone in the weight class. You got to be the best guy in the country on the right days, and so I think it's a great opportunity to really go out there and just be the best you can be and enjoy that part of it.
After the match on Friday, you talked about how Venzo has improved so much this season.
Yep.
Last year, did you think he would be in this position?
We were counting on that. That's when we recruited him. We were expecting him to be a guy that was competing as a freshman. He was doing very well in high school and comes from a great club. Is trained with a lot of the kids that we have from that part of the state, and they all spoke very highly of him. And so yeah, I think he's where we thought he would be. We just got the important stuff still ahead though, so it's just a matter of staying focused and continuing to progress, and that's our plan for him. But he's been wrestling great. His attitude's good, and we're real happy with where he's at right now.
What do you think are the biggest things that he's doing right to see the success that he's had?
He's just giving himself a chance to be successful, by his being disciplined and doing things correctly, and then going out there and competing with the fire and enthusiasm that's gotten him to this point. You know, if you watch him in high school, for the most part, he's just a kid that liked to try to dominate and score points, and it's really easy for kids to change that mentality once they get to college. He hasn't, and so he just needs to keep doing what he's doing.